What if I told you that the very concept of China was forged in a crucible of relentless warfare, where 7 mighty kingdoms tore each other apart for over 2 centuries? This wasn't just a series of skirmishes. It was an era of unprecedented violence, innovation, and philosophical awakening that fundamentally shaped one of the world's oldest civilizations. Welcome to the Warring States period. Roughly 475 to 221 BCE. A time when the Zhou dynasty's authority had collapsed, leaving a power vacuum across ancient China. From the Yellow River Plains to the Yangtze Basin, 7 powerful states emerged. Qin, Chu, Qi, Yan, Han, Wei, and Zhao. Each vied for ultimate control. This intense competition wasn't just destructive. It was a catalyst for radical transformation. States innovated rapidly in governance, economy, and especially warfare. New military technologies, like the crossbow and mass-produced iron weapons, revolutionized battlefields, making armies larger and deadlier than ever before. But perhaps the most profound innovation came from philosophy. Thinkers like Sun Tzu, Confucius, and Lao Tzu offered pathways to order. But one school of thought would prove decisive. That was legalism, a philosophy championed by figures like Shang Yang in the western state of Qin. Legalism advocated for a strong, centralized government and strict laws. Shang Yang's reforms in Qin were brutal, but effective. He abolished feudalism, reorganized the administration, and implemented a system of rewards and harsh punishments. Every household was accountable, every citizen a cog in the war machine. Land was distributed to peasants, who were then taxed heavily and conscripted into the army. This created a state solely focused on accumulating wealth and military power, making Qin an unstoppable force among its rivals. The true architect of unification, however, was a man named Ying Zheng, who would become Qin Shi Huang, the first emperor. Ascending the throne in 246 BCE, he inherited a state perfectly primed for conquest. His ambition was boundless, his methods ruthless. Over the next 2 decades, Qin Shi Huang systematically dismantled the other 6 states. One by one, they fell to the disciplined, legalist-driven Qin army. Here, in 221 BCE, with the conquest of Qi, Ying Zheng declared himself Qin Shi Huang, marking the end of the Warring States and the dawn of imperial China. The unification was not just military. It was a total cultural and administrative overhaul. Qin Shi Huang standardized weights, measures, currency, and even the written language. He built an extensive network of roads and canals, connecting his vast empire. Crucially, he began the construction of the Great Wall, consolidating borders against northern nomadic tribes. His reign was marked by immense construction projects and ruthless suppression of dissent, famously burning books and executing scholars who opposed legalist ideology. While the Qin dynasty itself lasted only 15 years after Qin Shi Huang's death, its legacy was monumental. It established the imperial system that would endure for over 2 millennia. The administrative structure, the unified culture, and the very idea of a single, vast Chinese state were all direct products of the Warring States period and Qin's brutal triumph. Even today, the echoes of this era resonate. China's enduring emphasis on strong central authority and national unity can be traced back to the lessons learned from those centuries of chaos. The Warring States period wasn't just a chapter in history. It was the violent, transformative birth of a civilization that would shape the world. From the ashes of 7 warring kingdoms rose the blueprint for imperial China, a legacy of power and unity forged in fire. If you found this journey through ancient history captivating, hit that like button and subscribe to Bygone Vault for more. What historical story should we unlock next?